Purchasing a home can be an extremely exciting time. It can also be frustrating because there are obstacles that you're going to have to overcome, and it's called life, right? There are things that you're going to want to do between going under contract and closing on that home that I'm going to ask you to hold on. So I want to go over 5 mistakes that buyers can make that can impact their ability to purchase a home. Number 1, changing jobs. Sometimes you don't think about it. You're like, but I took a job that has better pay or better opportunity. Well, changing jobs and changing your pay structure could disqualify you for that loan. So if you're going to do it, which you can, but if you're going to do it, make sure that you talk to your lender, give them all the specifics for your new job, and have them run the scenarios to make sure that that job still qualifies you for this purchase. You might want to delay it a month. Another obstacle that buyers need to be thinking about is paying your bills on time. Like, nobody wants to or sets out to paying bills late, but this time is critical. So a lender will have pulled your credit prior to you going under contract. We're going to have to pull your credit again 3 to 8 days before closing if you have a jumbo or conventional loan. We don't have to do that for FHA and VA. But if I have to pull your credit again and now I see a judgment or a collection, or I see higher balances, or a new credit card, well, I have to stop and assess the damage that might have done to your credit score and your ability to afford this home. So lay low on the credit use during this period of time. Make sure that you're staying in communication, you're paying your bills. If you have anybody that's calling you for collections, make sure to take care of that right away. All of those things. Protect your credit. One of the other things that clients don't really think about is the time that they respond in. That delay could be a mistake number 3. You're busy. Everybody's busy. You have a full-time job, and I get that. But as your lender, it's my job to get you to the closing table on time with the least amount of stress. Well, if you can't get back to me except for on weekends or maybe only at night, it might delay the process if I'm waiting for documentation. So stay in communication with your lender. Try to respond as quickly as possible and let them know how you like to communicate. Maybe at work you can only text, or maybe you can only answer emails but not phone. Or maybe you like to hear the phone ring because it alerts you as to the things that you need to do. Whatever that is, make sure to communicate that with your lender. The 4th one is going on vacation. I don't know how this works, but it always seems to be that you find the perfect home right before your trip to Mexico. How does that happen? But it does. And as lenders, we understand that. We just want to make sure that we understand how much time we have before you go and how much time we have when you get back. We want to keep this as a low-stress transaction. And having that communication, knowing what your days that you're leaving and out of pocket, knowing where you're going to be. Do we need to set up a power of attorney so that we can have somebody sign for you? Do we need to set up a remote closing so that we can follow you? All of those things. And will you have Wi-Fi? Can you communicate? We just want to make sure that we get you to the closing table, again, as stress-free as possible. Understanding your travel requirements during that time is going to be huge. And here's number 5. Spending your cash to close. We want to let you know what money you need up front for the down payment and for the closing costs. If you have other opportunities that present during that period of time you're under contract, maybe now is not the time to take on that new investment. Make sure you're speaking with your lender. How much money specifically do I need and in what accounts? We're going to paper trail your bank accounts. So we don't want you spending. Maybe there's another account that we can't use for some reason and we need the money in that account. But that's the account that you did a Bitcoin investment in during the last 30 days. Well, that could impact your ability to get to the closing table. So all of this is about communication. Stay in communication. Let your lender know if any of these things are going to change during the time in which you go under contract and you want to sit at the closing table, because we want to celebrate with you. Well, I hope that helps. Nicole Rueth with the Rueth team at Fairway Mortgage. We hope to see you at the closing table.